1. Hello, everyone. We are live on a Tuesday night. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kyle, AA0Z, the host of this kit building thingy-McBob. Let me bring in the cast of characters and let's start building. Let's see, where can we do this? There we are. Rob, 741. Hello.
Hello.
And we got we got Frank from Tank Radio. Tank.
What is going on? I thought I'll dress up being on my Phil Birds build stream here. How did I do?
I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
Sharp. Yeah. Oh, the Grinch pants.
Man. Yeah.
He's all set.
And I got my little cigar here. Well, I got to unwrap it. Hold on.
Oh my gosh! All right, we got Tom. Tom from Tango Oscar Mike Adventure Radio.
Hey everyone.
Jason from Ham Radio 2.0. And we got Dan Beer Snack from
Hi everyone.
Dan, what is the name of your channel since it's relatively new?
No real name, but it's just Dan KD2FMW.
Got it. Very good. All right. Let me throw in what we're building here. Let me see if I can bring in the
That's what it was.
So this is what we're building. You go to if you go here and you order it, you're not going to get it in time because we're building it right now.
Right.
But
right.
K9JEB, he has a bunch of stuff on his website. And he's got a bunch of power pole stuff, some charging things. You can even buy the 3D printed case. It's a smattering of stuff. So no affiliate to smattering. To me, I just have built some of his stuff and thought it'd be a good kit build. So let me put me in a box up here. Gonna put baby in a box. Oh, no, not that one. Where am I going? I'm going to go right here in the middle. All right. So here we go. I'd like to say hello to some people in the chat. We got Smokin' Ape. We got Chuck, KK6USY. Andy, hello. Joseph, KEVGKT. Lee, Andy. Who else we got? We got Steve. Got North Country Ham. All right. Get to building. So, the first thing we need to do, let me get the instructions out. Per the instructions is you solder on the fuse holders. Now, whenever I built this the first time and the second time, so this is my third build here, is you see the capacitor C1 on your board?
Yes. Yep. Let's see C1.
C1 here, which is right next to a power pole connector. You want to do that power pole last. You don't want to put that power pole in because getting the capacitor in those holes whenever you've got the power pole in there is a bear. So I would suggest, like he said, doing the fuse holders. And then working on the power poles and work backwards from C2. Actually, that would be J6, J5, J4, J3, and then solder in your capacitor into C1 and then do J2. That's what I would do.
Okay. Okie dokie.
All right.
And getting these fuse holders in straight is kind of a pain in the butt.
Here's a dumb question. Do they go from the top down or from the bottom up?
Looks like silkscreen side is up. You want to put them from the top up.
Yeah. And you'll put
Silkscreen, the side with all the writing on it.
Yes.
correct. And the flat part, Jason, goes towards J1.
Towards J1. Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, that was one of my questions. I just didn't figure out how to describe it.
Oh. Now the hard part is getting it. I'm going to take it out of this holder and I'm just going to put it on the on the
Put it on the
ground.
workbench.
Yeah, but you need something to hold it down.
Yeah, you need something to hold it down.
Found just tacking it from the top first works.
That's just what I did. Make sure I tacked it. Now, don't go to the one I just tacked.
What do you mean tacked it?
So a quick spot with the solder to hold it in
Mhm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little bit to hold it and then flip it around and solder it from the bottom. Good. These take a little bit of heat too.
Yeah, those power pole connectors are going to take a lot of heat.
Ooh, don't touch them after you solder it.
Hey guys, I need solder. I'll be right back.
All right, Tom, I'm watching you. This board is my board looks different than yours.
It might be. It should be. I mean, this is down in the bottom corner. Does yours say PC5?
No, that's
On
it's
this-
upside down.
PC5 V2.
PC, yeah, PC5 K9JEB.com.
Yeah.
It's not in the corner though. It's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah. So I'm just making sure my fuse is going to fit one side. Yeah. So yeah, that worked good. I just pinned it down with that, put some heat to it, and it flowed pretty well.
Son of a.
Hey Jason, I saw that you were going to present at the Hamfest this weekend.
No, they put that on wrong.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, because I have a booth, they listed me as a presenter, but I'm not presenting anything.
Oh, gotcha.
I do have a live stream Friday night and Saturday afternoon, but it's very informal. It's just to get together to say, hey, let's see what we can talk about. It's not anything specific. Okay, I don't have I do not have fuse holders in my kit.
What?
They're just little end connect.
Look like blade
Yeah.
connectors?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
blade. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, not
yeah.
going to focus.
I do not have any of those. Not in this bag. Now, maybe some in the other bag. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I've. Well, that board says you said PC5, right?
Yeah. PC5 V2 is what mine says. But I got two USB
This
adapters.
thing
with
keeps
mine.
sliding around everywhere.
It says PC. Okay, so that one's PC. Okay. So apparently he sent me a third. I bought two kits from him, but apparently he sent me a third one. So I don't know. Okay, I've got the wrong one, but I see because your board looked different than mine, Tom, and that's why the one I pulled out is not the right one.
Oops. That was good.
I have to build that one by myself. That's going to be a disaster.
Ah, that's hot.
What's the next step? Fuse holders.
If that's not a cold solder, John, I don't know what is. Holy moly.
Okay. This guy. This guy's here. Ta-da. Nope. I need to find out what. 29 watching now.
That's the one.
Hello, everyone. North Country Ham. He's more prepared than I was. I ordered him a kid a while. Found a. You know, I had a long time ago on Vimeo,
Oh yeah.
or no, what's the Venmo? The
Venmo,
Venmo,
the PayPal type app.
right? I had somebody send me $100 just out of the blue,
Nice.
Wow.
and about a week later, I actually messenger through Venmo and said, this was a mistake. I'm going to refund your money. But every time that I tried to send her the money back, it would get rejected. So after about 3 days, she finally contacted me and said, hey, you need to send that money back. I'm like, yeah, I've been trying.
Yep. Very good.
Those are just globs of solder.
All right, Tom, let me see yours because I'm looking at your screen here.
Up.
Okay. Got them upside down like that.
All right.
Ape, is my audio still low? I don't know why. It looks perfect on my side. Ape said my audio was low. I don't know why.
And this stuff takes a lot of heat.
Yeah.
And not to change the subject and not talk about ham radio, but have you guys seen Coming to America 2 yet?
Not
yet.
I
No.
almost watched it. I was going to watch it the other night with some friends, but I had to live stream instead.
It's pretty good. There were many laugh out loud moments.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy's usually pretty good.
All right. So that's
2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Definitely glob of solder.
J1, J.
all right. So after you get done with the fuse holders like I have, the next
You
thing to
feel-
do,
You
Do
have
you
to wait
fill
for us
that
slow
hole
people.
up? Or you
Well-
just do the outside?
no,
and just the outside. I
Just
think.
the
look
outside's
look
what
what
I
I
did.
did.
Yeah, I don't think
Can't
you
really
can
see
fill
you,
that
Kyle.
hole in.
Because you're
Yeah.
sharing the whole Zoom screen, so it's hard to see your screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I pinned Tom's screen, although he's working down off the bottom of his screen, so I can't really see him either. I don't want to watch Frank. I know that.
Well,
You want to fill it in, you just don't want it to slide up into where the fuse goes, because then you won't be able to get the fuse in.
mhm.
You know, I think one of these days, Frank is going to come over to Jason's shack, and he's going to tie him in the chair, and he's going to hit the live button, and he's going to put an apple in his mouth,
Nice.
and he's going to get you back for.
Frank knows I have loud bangy things
Dude.
over here. I don't want to say the wrong thing on your channel there, dude, but come on.
Steve says my audio is hot. I'll turn me down a little bit.
I was simply I think I was whispering when Ape said my audio is low. So I was
so
just kind of
what's-
mumbling to myself. Okay, so
what's next after
Yeah.
the fuse holder?
Yeah.
All right, the fuse holder sockets go above the web. Blah 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 blah. You started blah 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 blah. Words.
Words are hard.
The resistor.
Resistor.
Yeah, so
What-
do the resistor and probably
Where's the resistor? It was a tiny thing.
This
It's
is
only
the-
one resistor.
This is the resistor, I believe.
the 10K resistor and the LED.
Mhm.
Make
And
sure
it'll-
that you put the LED, the anode and the cathode in the right location.
Make sure you get the polarity right on the resistor too.
All right, somebody show it to me then.
Resistors don't have polarities.
I know that. But still, which hole does it go in?
Right below.
Right below the fuse holder.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a-
let's see it.
There's a little rectangle.
Right. It goes on either side of that.
Yep.
Mike's in the house. Stop resisting, Mike.
I flowed the solder in my resistor holes by accident.
Oops.
Oh.
Oh well.
So does the resistor go on the top where the fuse?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay. So it goes down through the board.
correct.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just going to prop this up with 2 power pole.
I used to be good at soldering.
I did not.
Good at it when I'm not on camera.
The key
Hey, yeah, there you go, Rob.
the key
Yeah.
words are used to.
I like Rob's way of thinking. Mike, I got your shirts today, bub.
Listen here, bub. This is your dad, bub.
So if that means Jason's got them. That means they might be on the way to the rest of us. Woohoo!
If you haven't seen a email yet, you will probably tomorrow.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, they turned out well.
Listen here, bub.
Damn it, Beavis.
All right. Next is the
Hold on. I haven't got
LED.
yeah. Where's the LED?
So the LED, right?
it
The,
is.
the longer one goes in the plus, right?
As far as I remember.
Well, that's what the instructions say, don't they?
The words tell me.
The words tell me.
If you pull the wires apart, he'll hold the LED in while you solder.
It's like magic hands.
So you gotta spread the legs of the LED there, Frank.
Hey, I did not raise it up to the PG-13 level. Just to let you know.
There you go. There it is. Let me see that again, Tom. That looked good. LED goes next to the
Resistor.
right.
Should be two
those
holes.
Two little holes next to closer to one another than the resistor ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the longer lead goes through the positive hole.
Hope I didn't need that.
Gotcha. I see that.
Question. Is it okay if that resistor solder goes onto the LED?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
supposed to.
They're connected.
All right. That's what I thought, but it was too late to try to look back. I don't have desolder.
Nope, you're good.
Get solder in the hole before you put the lead in like I did.
Woo! That piece of wire jumped out.
Yeah, I hope I didn't need that one. It's over there somewhere.
All right. What's next after you do the LED?
Look at those terrible solder joints.
Hey, you know what? As long as it passes the ones and zeros, that's all that matters.
I should have took a picture of this board to make sure the solder didn't leak everywhere.
No leaky solder, please. Please. All right. Now you want to do your power pole connectors or your USB if you got that. So I bought. Actually, this is, like I said, my third kit. My fourth kit has got a couple of USB inputs, output. No, they're outputs.
You're gonna snip those long leads from the resistor and the LED off yet? Or are you gonna leave them till the end?
No, I snipped mine now.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just snipped
I
mine.
need to get a
Better.
So the cutting your wire and soldering your power pole connectors is probably going to be the longest portion of this. I already did mine.
Cheater.
And here are some that I
Here.
prepared beforehand.
And this is
I
what
was-
the cake looks like after you take it out of the oven.
I
And that's
thought
why
about it. I thought about doing that, but
Wait a
I
minute, I finished already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the power of editing,
Yeah.
So what we're doing next now?
So you want to get a ruler out. That's
Oh, great.
that's something with marks on the end of it.
Do I have a ruler?
You want to cut them 3/4 of an inch, Mr. Tank.
Your
One.
your mat has a ruler on it.
Does it?
Mine
Where?
does. Mine does.
Frank, which one you have? The iFixit one? I don't think that one has it.
No, I just have a blue mat.
Yeah, I don't think that one has it. That's the one from Amazon. I think I saw
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, no, that one doesn't have
No ruler.
no ruler. Hey,
Mine's
don't you have
on.
a tape measure Yagi somewhere?
Downstairs. That would have been perfect. So what am I cutting? The
The copper.
Copper wire.
copper.
Frank got the mat with no numbers.
My mat's
No
from
numbers.
Amazon and it has numbers on it.
No, I like this blue one. It gives me a nice background I could crop easily out, and that's why I
Mine's
chose
blue.
it.
Mine's blue.
With the, so 3/4.
3/4 of an inch.
We're gonna measure the. Okay, I wasn't listening because I was snipping my wires yet. So 3/4 of an inch for the copper wire.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Correct.
Frank, did you get your power pole kit yet?
Metric.
The no, it's in the mail. Is being delivered tomorrow, which doesn't help me out for this build, does it?
No. Yeah, you should have had these beforehand, right?
Yeah, that's about 3/4, right? Sure.
Nope. My inches are on the back of my mat. Go figure.
Haha.
K9JEB in the house. Hey, how'd you do in the ARL DX contest this weekend? I saw that you were streaming, and I was
How many-
watching in the other room while I was contesting.
How many do we need of these?
How
You
many-
need all of them.
Just think about it. So each one, like however many power poles you're gonna put on there. So you need your input, however many power poles out. So I'm doing with a USB module. So it's what, 1 in, 4 power poles and a USB. So that's 5 power poles. So that's 10 terminals.
Okay.
I can math.
That's a good explanation.
But I still don't believe you.
So 10, same here.
Sorry, I still counted like 5 times.
So these copper wires do what then?
They
They go
conduct
into the-
electricity.
Besides
The power pole connectors.
Yeah.
You put them in there, and then you make your
What are they-
power poles.
what they do? Hold it up or something?
Yeah, that's how they'll connect to the board.
Oh, okay.
So, and Kyle said that you're supposed to solder and crimp the power poles, which doesn't make sense to me, but
No, I didn't say that.
yeah, you did.
You
I said,
solder.
I said I crimped and soldered.
Okay.
Now
I think
your
the
mileage
instructions say that. Crump
Your-
Davis Bobby.
your mileage may vary.
I don't have my
Seems-
crimpers with me.
I mean, you could lick yours as all I for all I care.
Tell Frank that.
We're not there yet. Again, PG.
When do we start licking our power poles?
That's what
Kyle
she
Shannon.
said.
Who thought I was the one trying to keep the room at appropriate level?
Mike N8YO. Got all the trivia standard people in here. Oh no, did I miss? Oh no, man.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
thought
it
I
does say insert each wire segment into a power pole contact and crimp using the crimper if you have one, and then hold it in place and solder the tip
Just
Wonder
the
where
tip.
just for a second.
I wonder where my crimper even is. Oh, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. I can go get it if I need to.
Also, another tip that I have learned, someone told me, is you know how power pole connectors can go on like two different ways, right? It's like a USB port, right? Whenever you're plugging it into your computer, it's got three correct positions, up, down, and correct.
And it only works in the one.
Right.
And it has
So
to be
when
plugged in 3 times before it'll work.
Right. So what I do is these power pole connectors, they have an A on them. And if you take a black power pole and a red power pole and you have the A facing you, so you can read it, you put the red one goes on the right, R for red, R for right, and the black one goes on the left, and that's how you put them together.
Where you see these? I'm not seeing an A on the
Yeah, so you
plastic
see
ones.
look at the business end of the power pole, right? And you see the little A on the end of
I
it.
see that. Yeah.
So if you always put the A on the right for the red one, they will always be in the correct orientation
Good tip.
because
All right, Tom, are you just soldering those? The
That's
very
all I'm
end,
doing.
the very end to the end of the copper.
Yes, I'm putting a little
Yes.
flux on my aluminum on the copper before it goes into the power pole,
Yeah.
and then I'm just feeding a little solder in, and it's getting sucked down into the power pole.
So let me see your finished product.
Smoking Ape says the A means it's a clone.
I got to get my.
Right there.
I think Ape's a clone. Think there's another Ape somewhere?
Oh, not.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. That's from inhaling all that lead smoke.
Ah, ha, ha, ha,
Frank, watch out, it's hot.
ha. Guys, it's hot after you solder it.
Just
Oh,
remember,
boy.
if you're soldering and it starts to smell like chicken, you're holding your soldering iron wrong.
Where that went.
Helping hands works good for
At one
this,
point
but
in
then
time, I had a stand
Okay.
like what you have, Tom, but I don't know where it went. I don't know if I can do this without a stand.
Oh, I'm getting old, boys. One of these days, I'm gonna have to get some cheaters.
What are those?
Reading glasses.
I've got mine on.
I crossed
mine
that
on.
a year ago.
I went to the eye doctor during the winter, and can you read the last line? And I couldn't, and he looked at me, and I'm like, nope, I'm not getting them this time. And he said, okay, it's your eyes.
I went from perfect 20/20 vision my whole life, and I think it was 3 years ago. My eyes just went out.
That's
They quit.
that's about how I am.
They quit.
Same here.
Yeah, they quit.
But didn't even give you a 2 weeks notice. Just up and quit on you, huh?
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was it. It was shocking how fast it happened.
Now, Ape makes a good point in the chat here, Frank. After you connect all of your power pole connectors, we're gonna have to do a firmware update.
Oh man, how do you know I hate doing those? No, now it's not going into the power pole connector after I put the solder on it.
All right. Load these bad boys in here.
I'm gonna go out of context here and do my capacitors. Don't tell anyone.
Nope, not working.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I don't know where my solder stand went, so. probably
So
not.
how will you crimp these without a crimper?
I'm just soldering mine. I think if you solder them, that's plenty.
Well, I tried to put a little solder on them, but now they're not going in because I glob.
You don't have a crimper, Frank?
No, it's coming in tomorrow.
Oh wow. Did I just miss that whole discussion?
Yeah,
Wow.
we talked about that already.
Well, you don't have to yell.
Was
Not
I yelling? Ah!
I can yell if you want.
I'm not gonna have any fingertips after this.
They're overrated.
Join MIB then.
So gonna say I kind of prefer it that way.
All right. I'm ready for power poles. Listen to me.
So I'm just smashing the tube around my wire for crimping. Does that count?
Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen Callum? He does them in a vise.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What was
So
he doing?
the hardest part of my previous two builds on this was getting the power pole connector straight.
Power
Component
pole.
down. Component down.
That one's a little short.
So power poles, check.
Need something else to. What else can I use?
That one's good. That one's good.
Who's making fun of me? That's just how Kyle talks.
That was
Who's saying
good.
Who's saying bad things about me?
No comment.
Good. That one's good. All right. That's a schematic. I don't need the schematic. Don't need no stinking schematics.
So what are you supposed to do
someone-
when your solder balls up on the tip of your solder
You lick it.
iron?
On the iron or the wire itself?
On the soldering iron.
You clean it off with the sponge or the scraper.
So that means I got the component I'm soldering to is not hot enough yet, right? If it goes right onto the component or the soldering iron, not the component you're soldering to.
You got to get the solder to flow onto the component.
You got to give it a lot of juice. Also, before you start soldering, make sure that you're putting in the red on the plus side.
Oh, soldering them into the board.
Correct. So if you're looking at the board, at the top of the board, the red side goes on the same side as all the fuses. Does that make sense?
Kyle, did you do C1 first? Yes, that does make sense. Did you do C1 before you started doing power poles?
I did.
Okay.
Because doing C1 after you start, especially that last one, is a pain in the butt.
So is it the 103 or the 1043?
It's the oh, now you're gonna make me. It's the smaller one,
Okay.
Dan.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I can't see that. It's not the 1043.
Okay. It's the one that's not the 1043. Got it.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, because the one back here, the bigger one, is for your filter.
Okay. All right.
I am short a power pole connector. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Chuck, you don't think this is riveting stuff here?
Miss 5 minutes and not miss much.
Yeah, we should have done this ahead of time, maybe. But it shows you what you got to do to build these kits. So,
Yeah.
Chuck, are you asking about what the crimpers look like?
So whenever you put your wire into your power pole, obviously it's going to drag towards the bottom because that's where the connector plate is. Too bad you can't. I should have bent mine up a little bit because whenever you place the Anderson Power Pole in the board here, it wants to float towards one of the sides or towards the bottom. You know, Vern?
The holes in the board,
hey, Vern.
holes in the board should be a little smaller.
I agree. Who's doing QA on this board?
Yeah.
Not me.
Well, I think I am slowly getting better at this.
All right, here I go. I'm going to make my first incision. I hope somebody got that. You know who I hope got that? Is that damn K9JEB. I hope he got that line. If he didn't, he's off the books.
It's off the books.
Books.
Get to that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Red is positive.
Okay, so C1 is the little tiny capacitor. Is that correct?
See, the one in the back is the large one. The small one goes up towards the fuse.
Right, C1 location.
Come on.
All right, power pole 1 done. Not bad. Could be better though.
Oh, I got to do USBs too. Schmuck.
Yeah.
It's just random sounds out of Frank.
Frank, did you burn yourself again?
No combat.
Comments.
I'm gonna have tender fingers. Ooh, that's a good name. I am known as Tender Fingers.
That's a no comment also.
Am I even on camera doing this? No. Maybe.
Most of you guys are off camera, actually.
Bit too far off camera. It's closer. There we go.
I was buffering. Oh, Mike. The quote was, Mike, now I'm going to make my first incision. Doctor?
You like my cigar?
Doctor?
Wow.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor?
The quote actually was, "I will now incise."
I think that was the second quote.
That might have been the second one. Doctor, and doctor. We miss anybody? I don't care.
So for the USBs, we got to put these little pieces of wire in here. That's gonna suck.
I thought I counted 12 wires I cut.
People say I was buffering. I haven't dropped a frame yet. Sure what's going on.
I misplaced some of the copper I cut. It must have rolled off. Misplaced one.
Those are just like big, huge blobs of solder.
Welcome to my world.
Right.
Trying to prepare my USB. I have 2 USB ports instead of power poles. And you have to solder the little leads in here.
Which one's the leads that you clipped off?
Yeah, you're supposed to use. Oh, it turned on right as I.
Tom, did you happen to notice which side is positive on the USB module?
I didn't.
Uh,
I just
kind
started
of hoping
putting-
somebody else would notice.
It doesn't
Where-
say, but I think it has orientation when you put it into the board. I think you put it with the components facing the fuse, if I'm not mistaken. So now I need to clip this and use the other piece for the other side.
Those two are still hot. So back to these clips here. You said when you're looking at the A's, the red one's supposed to be on your right.
Yes.
Then I just take a clip and push it in there.
Hang on, Frank. Let me take a look at your power pole.
These are two plastic pieces I just put together.
Right. Now flip them 90 degrees towards me. Nope, the other way. The other 90 degrees. Nope, the other 90 degrees. Okay, now go 180. There you go. All right, so now flip it 180 degrees left right. So you're on the right. No. Flip it back around.
No, not that way. That way. All
Okay.
right, now on the Z axis, rotate it.
Right. There you go.
There you go. One more.
Keep going. You got him wrong.
Because I need to read the A.
You need to read the
Ah.
A. Right.
I
You
thought
need
it
to-
was a V for victory.
No, you need to read the A, and the red goes on the right.
Read the A, red goes on the right.
There you go. Yep, that looks good.
All right. So I take these, what I made,
Which you
I-
forged with your bare hands, yes.
with my tendered fingers and push those in.
Correct. Now, whenever you push it in, the
Not going in.
the spoon goes facing down.
The spoon goes facing down. Okay.
I'm not really seeing what you're doing, but and then once you push them in far enough, you'll hear a click. I mean, you're gonna have to get some needle nose pliers or something and push them in.
Needle nose work good.
Needle nose work good. If you set it down, if you have a small blade screwdriver to push in from the back.
Can't just
Or-
push on
I
the
like to
table.
No,
hang
so
with wires.
put the
Alright.
put the power pole end down, with the wire sticking out the back. Set
Down.
it down on the desk.
Yeah.
Wire sticking out the back.
Sticking out the back. Yes.
No, okay, wire facing up. There we go. Now push the wire with the needle nose. Like grip the wire and push in till it clicks.
Try another one. That might have clicked without me knowing. All right. So spoon towards me,
Now spoon towards down. Like
towards
you're,
down.
yep. It's exactly opposite of what you think.
So Tom, you're saying it's supposed to be like this in this orientation?
I think so. I'll have to look at if you look at the website, it showed a clear picture, and that's what I seem to remember, but I want to double check before I actually do it.
Yeah, there we go.
Why is one so much longer than the other one?
That's the way you cut it.
Okay. So then you start with the power pools.
Yeah, Tom, that is the orientation. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna load that up with solder.
Now to give this guy some legs.
Well, it clicked, but one leg's longer than the other.
That's fine. As
That's
long
okay.
as it goes through the board and comes out the other side.
So it probably doesn't matter where I put my USBs as opposed to my power poles, right?
Well, they say if you look at the way the board's oriented or the way the board is, it looks like they're supposed to be in like this position, or this position.
Yeah, where the little holes are.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha. No, I'm gonna do.
I'm
So
glad
did
we
you
don't-
start? Did you start on the outside end away from the fuse, Kyle? Is that where you start soldering your parts in?
Correct. But it doesn't matter as long as you solder in, what is that, J2?
Yeah, J2 next to the capacitor.
Yeah. First.
Okay.
It doesn't show soldering in the capacitors until after the power poles. I think that's wrong. I think you solder in the capacitors and then you solder in your power poles last. And so therefore, if you cover up the holes with the power poles, you can get, that's what I did on the first kit, and trying to get the capacitor, the small capacitor between the fuse holder and the power pole in took me 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
All right. So we got a pen.
Ah!
Dang it, Frank.
The wire came out after I put it in.
You didn't click it.
It clicked, but then I pulled the copper wire out with the clicky thing inside.
Oh.
So it wasn't soldered enough.
Wow. Those look like summer teeth.
Just to touch the back of my board. I guess you could click your Anderson power poles together before you put it in the board, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
well-
wondering if you did that first.
They don't seem to fit. Seems to be a little bit of a gap, so I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Ooh, it's a little hot.
You think?
It's a little hot.
So let's see. Picture.
Picture
Alright, well.
pages, picture pages.
Oh. If it goes boom, it goes boom. I got a backup.
All right, done.
What?
What?
Matt? What?
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 The duck goes, what?
This capacitor goes down here. Oh,
Glenn, if you go to K9JEB.com, should be a link in the description to get the kits. Oh, Lee already gave you the sit rep. All right, so then I bought the 3D printed case, or just the base. I didn't get the case. I only got the base. But what annoys me about it is I would have printed the kit here, but he didn't. There's nowhere on his website to grab the STL files.
Yeah, I was thinking about asking a friend to reprint it because my case came a little broken.
Oh, really?
Well, does he have
Yeah.
the dimensions?
Well, the little plastic piece here, it was pushed back. It bent in shipping.
Well, if you email him, like I was missing a screw, and he sent screws for free.
Oh,
So I think he's, I think it's a reputable thing he's trying to do here. I think if you email
well,
him and
I'm
say,
not blaming him. I'm just saying it happened.
I know. I hear you. Quit yelling at me.
All right. Hey, I got a light.
There's no yelling here. We're all friends.
All right. I need to go get my multimeter so I can test this thing before I throw some
How are
ones
you
and zeros
testing
through it.
this already? I'm still
Right.
putting creating Andersons.
Yeah, same on. I'm not
'Cause
going to
he
finish
cheated.
this tonight.
I'm like USB in this direction? No. This direction? No.
All right.
I want to make sure all this is gonna fit.
I'm looking for a buzz. All right. That's good. Nothing between the fuse. Good.
So where does the meter solder to?
Think I'm good. Where does the meter? Oh yeah, you guys got the one with the meter. I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
It's like it's on the outside of the case.
It is, but I think it looks like maybe, I don't know where we're good. I don't know where they have, I'll have to look here at the directions. What do the directions say for the meter? Poles.
There it is. All nice and soldered up.
Oh, I had extras. That's why.
I don't see it anywhere.
Still, one Anderson down. All right, so this one's right. Look at the A's.
But
And the red's
the
on my left.
no, the A should be the red should be on the right.
Red's on the right.
Very good. You're good to go then.
All right, good beach.
Question.
Answer.
If these are only supposed to go one way, then why is there connectors that you can foul these up? Looks like you can stack these or do something. I like modular, but
Oh, at the power poles.
yeah.
So you could set it up to where, like, you can have a double stack,
Double stack.
like here,
Mhm.
right? And so you could have it set up to where it splits, and then you can have like an amp and your radio, or a tuner in your radio. You know, and they both plug in. It's just the modular way that they're set up. A lot of people have different colors, like you'll see different colors out of the rainbow there they have, and you'll see them set up where they'll do like a 3x3 brick,
Mhm.
and each one of those colors matches up to another one. So it's kind of like making umbilical, cables,
Mm.
and they're just simple to hook up. All right, no LED. Voltage. Go this way.
Hey Dennis, what's going on? Glad you could make it. I already said hello, Joseph. Andy is in the house. Who else? I got Thump 2010.
Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat.
Brent
Yeah, we've been focusing.
VK4.
So what is a way to get one of these connectors out after it's been clipped?
Well, you have to have. You can either do it by a very small flathead screwdriver, or I believe DX Engineering probably sells an overpriced tool.
DX Engineering has one. PowerWorks has one.
Flathead.
Yep.
Going
Dan,
to
I saw
my-
that you just had like
iFixit.
a something you probably got out of an eyeglass case or something.
Actually, no, this is a whole bunch of like mini screwdrivers that I've had for umpteen years. And then there's this other kit that I have that somebody had shipped to me, which I don't know where I put. Oh, here it is. I've got this one here with all its little.
Oh yeah,
What kind of kit are you talking about right now?
it's like a lockpicking kick.
Oh yeah. What are you trying
That's
to do?
behind
with it?
me.
It's just a micro screwdriver, like micro bits.
Oh yeah. So did you guys get the V1 or V2 kit of the PC5?
I got
V2.
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 Okay.
V2.
Okay. Okay, good. I think that's the one I got.
All right.
Doesn't say on the board though, does it?
I
It
don't think
does.
so.
Uh,
Oh, it does.
Yeah, all the way down underneath the filter capacitor. You'll see it'll tell you.
Oh yeah. I splurged many years ago and got one of those really nice iFixit kits.
Yes, I really like that.
Yeah, I bought one of those whenever I replaced the battery in my Nexus Nexus 6. I loved that phone, and I was like, the battery, I could only get like 30 minutes out of it, so I bought a battery online and got that kit and tore that thing apart, put a new battery in it, lasted another 6 months and died again.
Well, that's good to know. I was thinking about doing that with my current phone, but I didn't
Yeah,
know
it-
how it would last.
If you go to ifixit.com, they usually have manuals on how to tear apart basically anything that is a phone, a tablet. They even do like blenders and
I think I
paper
saw a
shredders.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
Hey, I got it out. Yay. And Dennis,
Yay.
that's usually my job to read everything.
Yay.
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 Yay. Ooh, this is going to
You
be
guys,
really hot.
do you remember BlendTech blenders?
Yes.
I have one of those.
That was an awesome series.
Those commercials, yeah. Yeah, I have one. It's it is pretty
Okay.
powerful.
Correct
never,
orientation. Go ahead.
never
I'm sorry,
stuck-
Tom.
Oh, it's okay. I've never stuck, golf balls or anything like they used to do. Will it blend
Golf balls or
phones?
All right. So
iPads.
first attempt, second attempt. All right. Flip it over. Oh, there we go. See, has to go in on the third try.
Right? See, a USB port has got up, down, and correct.
All right. And it's working. All right.
So, Dan and Tom have got the USB. I haven't done mine yet. I haven't put mine together. It would be very interesting to see if those things are RF quiet.
Yeah.
or produce enough power.
I'm assuming red is positive. So after I got all the Anderson power poles, I go ahead and started those onto the board.
Correct.
Yes.
I don't do the capacitors yet.
Oh, do
No.
the small capacitor.
The small capacitor.
So Frank, you got where the fuse holder is?
The fuse holder. Yes,
All
the
right.
fuse holder's
There's
up.
a little tiny capacitor between that fuse holder and the first power pole.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to get that if you don't. Yeah, I'm looking at that there. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah.
So
Don't do what I did.
is there a capacitor positive?
No.
No, these are ceramics.
Okay. I just remember college. Oops, that was backwards. How can you tell? Pop.
Hey
Why do
Rob,
you
what
turn-
is that? What is that stand you're using?
The stand here,
Yeah,
it's like a little circuit board holder. You can get them on Amazon.
can you? I have one of those alligator clip stands like Tom's using, and I can't find it for the life of me. I don't know what I did with it.
I've got
Yeah.
one here too. I was just using it and I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, these are really nice, Jason.
You got one too? You got one like Rob's, Kyle?
I do.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Is it? What's it called?
Circuit board vise or circuit board holder. It's cheap. It's under $20, I think, isn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, let me give you an Amazon link, Jason.
I don't want your affiliate link, Kyle.
Said the affiliate king.
Yes, true. I'm always sending Frank affiliate links.
Here, let me give you Mike's affiliate link.
No. I can't do that.
So where is it? There it is. Focus. There we go. One awesome soldering job
There you go.
and
Good
one
job.
terrible. Well, one awesome, the rest terrible.
Tiny ass screws.
Just has to pass ones and zeros.
That is pretty cool.
Where did I put the clippers?
You're looking at that vise, Jason?
Yeah, this Amazon choice, this Velaman circuit board clamping kit. And then there's one that looks like Dr. Octopus. It's got like arms coming out of all four corners.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my next purchase because it's
That one
just
looks
the helping hands here just doesn't get in the positions that I
Right.
need it to. And if you're clipping small wires,
Yeah.
another thing that I learned is you get tiny pieces of shrink tubing and you put them on the alligator clip. So whenever
Yeah.
you clamp down on something that's small, it doesn't indent it.
Doesn't puncture it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hey, that was the easy one.
Where does the USB part go?
Frank, you got the USB. You got a USB module too.
Yeah, but I'm not technically there yet. So I was kind of jumping ahead.
I don't
All right,
have a
so-
USB. I'm pretty sure I got the V1 board. I think I should have got the V2 board.
So I could go ahead and just solder all the power poles on
Yeah,
at the same
so-
time.
So what you're gonna do is you'll see there's 3 spots on the board where there's an extra set of holes, and in that spot, that's where that's where the USB module is gonna go. So looking at, I'm guessing, somewhere where like either J4, J3, or J4 or J5, one of those two. So
I got a J6.
Mine's not labeled J's.
all right,
Oh.
so
Oh, it's an umbrella.
here.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, on the schematics. So on the J.
So it doesn't. Wait.
You're gonna have to take some of like the trimmings, the little
Mhm.
wire trimmings that you've taken off the capacitors and everything else. And you're gonna have to build legs onto the USB module.
Oh crap. See, I see. Okay, so I see J3, J4, and J5 have 2 extra holes on the side now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where your
Correct.
USB goes.
Correct.
Okay, I'm starting
Hey.
to
Flip
build
your
the
board over
picture.
real quick. Tom, flip your board over real quick. Frank, look at Tom's board. You see how his board is oriented?
Hold. I am pinning his video now. It's pinned. Yes.
Okay, so if you see where he's got it, 3 from the bottom, right? Where I've got it directly in the middle of all my
Mm-hmm.
all right. That's where I put mine. Tom's got 2 of them, right, Tom?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, there's 2.
And then if you look at how when he lays the board down, you see how they're oriented,
Yes.
so that the board itself is towards the bottom and all the circuitry on it is towards where the power in is supposed to be.
Why is one of his black and red switched? Oh, it's the one on the side.
That's the
Never
input.
mind.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
shut
the
up.
end one. That's the end one.
Yep.
All right. That's I wonder,
Frank
should I
is
start
now
building the other one?
tracking.
No, so
redo this.
YouTube is telling me that I'm not. It says error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Sorry, everyone out there that I guess it's a big Netflix night in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, that will do it.
Right. So we got an extra capacitor. Those are always helpful.
I'm gonna solder 2 of these on. Leave the J6 not soldered, but I'm putting something in there so it's stable. As
So,
a stable
Frank,
surface.
What I did is I just laid all the power poles down, set the board
Mhm.
on top of it, fed all the wires through, and used the tabletop to hold the
That's what I'm
circuit.
doing right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna do J6 yet until I get ready to put that USB in though. But J6 has something in there just for holding it steady. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, appreciate it if you did. I wonder if because I set this to ultra low latency, it's got something to do with the buffering.
Shouldn't.
Look at
I heard
that
this
solder
happen.
just melting around everywhere. Somewhere a solder teacher is yelling at me. Wait, I'm off camera.
Solder teacher.
Need to find where you put the meter. Where you connect the meter.
Now everyone can watch and laugh.
Digital voltmeter. Oh, there you go. Pretty up. Oh, for the DVM deep case version, omit or remove C2 unless you have a USB module. Then instead leave C2 installed. Use the holes the power pole would have used.
Come on.
Trim the DVM leads to no more than half inch.
So if you're getting buffering, you might want to drop down to 720 or even lower.
Oh, I guess mine works.
Yeah, it says the stream status is poor. I'm not really sure what to do about it. Can't really change the internet here. It is what it is.
Yeah, if you have a meter like I do, the digital voltmeter, it says you can emit C2, which is that large capacitor on the end. It says unless you have a USB module, then instead leave C2 installed and use holes the power pole would have used.
To go in the same holes as the power pole.
That's what it sounds like, but it doesn't. Let's see a diagram.
All done. So yeah, so we'll test that one out. See how
All right,
RF
we'll
quiet
get-
that bad boy is.
We'll get a few more tests going on here, and I think we'll call it a stream. It's, I'm sure people are getting annoyed with the buffering. I know that I do. Whenever people are buffering, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got to get out of here.
And you
Can I
have to
solder
solder
the
that.
big capacitor at the bottom before I do all the power poles?
Yes, correct.
Because I'm going to use that wire for my USB wire.
Yep.
Because it's nice, thicker than the other wire.
So, Tom, you were saying that you use the capacitor or the power pole poles.
Yeah, well, it says for the. Where is it? Deep 3D printed case. For the DVM deep case version, which the DVM is the digital voltmeter, omit or remove C2, which is this large capacitor down on the end. But then it says, unless you have a USB module, then instead leave C2 installed and use holes the power pole would have used.
Oh, so you lose a power pole if you want to have a voltmeter.
Yeah, it's trim. Yeah. Use the board holes for connecting the. Yeah, because you can't put the leads underneath
Right.
because it doesn't look like there's any room in the case to run the wire up. Yeah, there's absolutely no room. Well, what if I went through one of these holes? I bet if I go through these holes, I could
Those are
solder
the
it.
screw holes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
those are screw. Yeah.
So this has to go. This has to be soldered to the top of the board somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get
How-
the
Hmm.
the displays because I didn't know where it went after I studied the pictures. I'm like, I don't know where it connects in, so I'm like, I don't need it, so I didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is he sent me 2 extra power pole connectors. I got 2 extra power pole connectors with mine too.
I think he
Yeah.
builds the whole kit and then he turns around and says, "Oh, they want USB." Throws the USB in there
So,
too.
yeah, and doesn't take the power poles out. So
Yeah.
um,
I didn't get
I need
USB
to
on mine. But
figure
again, I think I
out-
ordered the V1, not the V2 kit. Actually, he put free sample on the front of my V1 kit. That's what it says on this sticker right here. You can't really see it. It says free
Nice.
sample, and it's the V1 kit. And I guess I ordered either Kyle told me the wrong thing, or most likely I just ordered the wrong thing.
So
But I have the PC6 board. I think that's the kit I got,
well,
not the PC.
I have USB, so
Uh-huh.
it says leave this installed. So I'm going to install
So-
this and then worry about.
That looks
that-
that looks correct, Jason. Or
It
is it a
says
little bit bigger?
PC6. It says PC6 on it.
Hold it up to the camera again.
PC6.
Yeah, that's different. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So
that's
that's
this
the one. That's the one I bought, and then he sent me a PC5 V1 free sample.
Right.
So I don't have the same one you guys do. which is okay. I mean, it's not a problem. It would have still worked, but I screwed up on the board on this one. The free sample, I screwed it up. But now I kind of understand how to do it. So I just ordered it a board holder because I lost my helping hand.
I don't see a little plus sign next to any of the
All right.
soldering
So
joints.
when you're looking, it's tough here, Frank. Yeah, because there is no plus or minus on the board itself.
Okay.
But if you were to say orient it in this position, all right. So if you're holding your board like this, all
With the
right.
black side pointed up towards the camera.
So yeah, so if your black side's pointing up towards the camera, okay, the board itself. So the way mine is laid out, the board is on the bottom side of this. So if you rotate your circuit board 90 degrees on the y-axis, so rotate it so that the fuse holder's up, facing the top camera.
Fuse holders up.
In this like this.
Here, I'll switch cameras.
There you go.
There you go. Here, while you're doing that, thanks, Dennis. 86DM for the super
Sweatshop
chat.
support.
Sweatshop support.
It's good.
All right, so the board itself, right? So the bottom of the board, the circuit board itself would
Mhm.
face that filter, that giant filter capacitor at the bottom.
Yep. Okay. I got that.
So it should fit in evenly between the power poles. Yeah, I don't know which set of the it might want to come down one set of the smaller holes.
Yeah.
If you come down to the next set down, I think that sets it right in the middle. Like basically when you're done with it, you want it so that it's oriented. I know Tom's soldering and I want to bug him again to get that, but I'll wait till he's done with that. Basically you want to get it so that if you're looking at it, it looks like it just lays right in line with the power poles. Yeah. So it doesn't interfere with the next row. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. I didn't.
Wow,
really
this was fun, man.
Yeah, it was a cool little build.
They're cool kits for sure. All of them.
Yeah. I am taking suggestions, bribes. I like bribes for next month stream on kit building. Not really sure what we're gonna do. Usually it's a I don't know. We'll see. My club is gonna do an attenuator for a fox hunt. So I'm gonna see how that goes, and maybe we'll buy a. I just looked up at Tom, and it's just like it was just all smoke. I'm like, what are you doing over there,
I'm
Tom?
on fire.
He's inhaling
Okay.
deeply is what he's doing.
Wow.
Up in smoke.
Yeah.
So I think I found a place to put my meter, so we'll see. I need to go get something to plug this into.
So we'll wait till Tom comes back and tests his meter, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do next month for the kit build.
Which antenna or which attenuator kit are you guys building? Is it the Pacific Antennas one?
No, it's not. I'm not really sure who it. Let me see here.
I was just curious because I
it's
built
not.
theirs a while back.
Yeah, I saw. I watched that stream.
It was pretty easy. The step attenuator.
Norm says Ham Gadgets Ultra Pico Keyer is a fun, quick build. Take a look at that. Ham Gadgets has got some cool stuff. Might do a QRP, guys, or maybe a QRP kits. I'm just trying to find stuff that is quick that I can do in, an hour, hour and a half. I mean, it's not like we're going to build a QCX Mini on here.
Yeah. Or DX Commander.
Well, Jason, I know that you're in the lead for that, but if I revealed the green screen behind me, you'd see a box with a DX Commander still in it. So don't feel bad.
Well, when we were at ARRL DX contest last weekend, we were talking about that. And I told Frank, I was talking to another guy that was there. And I was like, yeah, I just haven't wanted to sit down for 6 hours and build it. And Frank's like, I thought it took 15 minutes to deploy. I'm like, it does. Once you build it, it comes with a big bag of wire that you have to cut everything. That's why I haven't done it yet. It's good. It's a great learning experience. The building a DX Commander, if you're new to antennas, it is a fantastic learning experience. It teaches you about resonance, about dipole length, half wavelength, and all that kind of good stuff. That's just why I haven't done it yet.
To Frank.
Watch the tip there, Frank.
It's not the tip. I go for the board just to move it around, and then
Well, Jason, rumor has it it's out of the box, so you've got it another step closer, right?
Oh, it's been out of the box for a long time. Yeah. I took it with me to Galveston, and I actually was going to work on it last month when we were in Galveston for a whole month. And the first weekend it was cold and rainy, the first weekend was really windy. The second weekend was cold and rainy. The third weekend was the big winter storm.
Yeah.
So it was in the 20s and we were without power for 3 days. And then the fourth weekend was actually kind of nice. And I went out to a park to do POTA, and they had the park closed because of the winter storm power outage from the week before.
Bummer.
So it was just a big month-long worth of failures. So I never got time to work on it because the weather sucked the whole time.
Yeah.
And I mean, even when it was 40s and 50s, it was about half the time was raining outside. So, but it's been nice since then. So I can't really complain now. I was out tinkering in the yard yesterday. So
You get it, Tom? Is it working?
Yeah, what I did is there's some extra holes where the USBs were, and that's where I was able to connect my power leads. So now I'm just trying to, but yes, the meter and everything came on. So now I'm just trying to finagle all this before I stick it in the box.
Let's see the meter on. Show us your meter.
so if we have a meter, we don't do the J6.
No, well, if you have USB though, you do.
No, J6. Yeah, even if
Or
if
not
you have
J6,
the
C2.
C2.
So where does the meter wires plug in?
Can you see the meter?
I can see it lit, but I
Sorta,
can't
yeah.
see what it's reading.
13.4.
Take your word for it. Oh, I saw it there.
I wonder how accurate those little meters are, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
But close enough, I guess. Give you an indication.
Yeah, right. Mike, N8YO, did you get you got a QCX Mini? I'm wondering what band you got. And also, did you get a MTR 4B? I think he's got the 3B. Wondering if he got the 4B. I just printed a top to mine. If you go out on Thingiverse, if you have a MTR 4B and you go out on Thingiverse, they've got a kit or a top, and it fits nice. That I 3D printed.
Thinking I need to shorten this wire. How long this wire is. So, yeah.
All right, I think we're gonna pack it up tonight, boys. Frank, I'm gonna close the stream down, but if you want to keep going here, we'll see if we can get you through some of the harder parts here that you got questions on.
All right. Not to be the slow one, but I'm asking the everyday questions. That's what I'm doing.
Well, do you want to go first on pimping your channel? What do you got coming up?
Give me a second.
You
There
didn't
we
write an
go.
you didn't write an essay, did you?
No. I just was switching the video so you could see me.
Oh,
I'm Tank Radio of Tank Radio. I'm K9JEB and coming up is the theme night, Monday night. Is HT night. So I am gonna do another. Ooh, sorry, that's bouncing. I'm gonna do another satellite video, and I'm using HTs for that. So that's how I'm slipping it in there. And join me and see if I can hit a satellite or not.
very cool. I've yet to do my video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a video in. We'll see. Rob, 741 channel.
Let's see. Immediately coming up, I've got part 2 of my Kenwood dual bander video will be coming out Friday. Beyond that, I've got an interesting collaboration coming up that I won't say too much about now, but stay tuned in the April-May timeframe. I've got some interesting stuff coming out.
Cool.
Then, but between now and then, I haven't planned anything yet. But so stay tuned. You'll be surprised. Could be anything. Could be radios. Could be a car repair. Could be, who knows?
I want you to take apart a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
I'll do that. If you want me to do that, I'll do that. My wife might not like it too much, but I'll do that.
Tom, what you got coming up other than pulling coax through your attic?
Yeah, I just did a video on running the coax through my attic. Well, I think I'm going to do a video on terminating that coax, but in the process of rebuilding a GAP antenna's Titan DX. And I have tons of footage because it was mangled pretty good. And I've been rewiring it, straightening all the aluminum elements that were bent. And hopefully I'll be digging a hole here and mounting that thing in my yard somewhere and connecting that new LMR 400 to it. So it may take me a little bit to get that video out. Like I said, there's a ton to it, rebuilding that antenna. But yeah, the weather's getting nicer here in PA, and I plan on doing some POTA hikes here shortly.
Very cool. Jason, what you got coming up?
a bunch of stuff, man. So tomorrow is my lunchtime live stream. I was going to have Christian from 100 Watts on Wire on, and about 10 minutes ago, I got an email from him said he has to go out into the field for his work on an unexpected trip, so he's not going to make it. But we're going to talk about the channel breaking 73,000 subs. I will have Bob from RFinder on, and he's always a hoot to talk to.
Yeah, congrats on 73,000.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who's that co-host that's always with you?
Oh, some loud guy.
Yeah.
But Friday and this whole weekend is the QSO Today Virtual Hamfest, which I hope all of you who are on the Zoom session right now are planning to attend, at least for a short period of time. Being a part of the YouTubers bunch, I can get you free access tickets to our booth for the YouTubers bunch. So shoot me DM me on Discord and let me know what your email address is, and I'll add you to the list. But we're going to be doing a happy hour live stream Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time to kind of kick off the podcast pavilion thing. See, I'm doing the podcast pavilion inside of the QSO party. I think that's why I'm listed as a presenter. But I just do happy hour to get together and drink beer and talk about ham radio, and
Right.
that's my presentation. So,
Well, you're
but
listed, so
yeah. So gonna do that on Friday and be at the Hamfest, virtual Hamfest all weekend. So it should be a fun time. It was good last time, and I'm looking forward to it again because they've done some cool upgrades to it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that works.
very good. Cool. Dan, Beer Snack, so you just launched your channel. I've watched all your videos. Learned how to set my FT8 up for FT8 off. I think I'm gonna try and enter it on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
And
What are you using? WSJT or JTDX?
no, WSJT.
Very
That's-
cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how many FT8. Can you believe? And not to steal your thunder, but whenever I make my first FT8 contact on Thursday, that will be my first ever.
All right.
Ever.
Ever. I have never done it FT8.
I'll screenshot it for posterity.
Yeah,
I'll send you
right.
a copy of what the database looks like. So yeah, Thursday's hanging out with Tio and the dude with FT8 off on Thursday night ham radio, which is another awesome time. Hanging out in the chats on Monday nights with everybody. With regards to anything on the channel, I just updated the firmware on my 891, which was an adventure. Helps if you follow the instructions. And you know what I got in the can, you know, just nothing big at the moment, just a couple of little things here and there. And when I drop them, they drop. So thanks for having me tonight, Kyle. And Jason, congratulations on 73K, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for showing up and getting the kit and being a part of this. Couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you. And yeah, that is it from AA0Z land. So tip your waitresses, and we will see you on the next stream. Oh, trivia night is well, two things I just remembered. Trivia is the third Friday, so the 19th of March. If you want to sponsor a trivia round, let me know. Just write some questions, and I put them in the trivia. We plug your channel, your YouTube channel, your whatever your channel. If you want to plug your dirty underwear, that's okay. We'll do that too. And then also, Jason and I are going to do a stream on his channel. I think it's the 21st, right, Jason?
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about All-Star and
All-Star.
the Sherry device and some other things that go along with the Sherry device.
Right.
So I'm going to play around with that. So,
Yeah, so get your all-star setups going between now and then, because we'll probably connect to a node and do some QSOs towards the end of the stream.
Yep.
So be fun time.
very good. All right. 73, all. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks,
and
Kyle.
we will we'll catch you later.
73, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
All right.